Hey and welcome. In this section, we will implement complete Pokemon game. The game will be in this way. Your location in the map will represent by Mario, and there's many Pokemons in the map. Every Pokemon have a specific name and have description and have power and have name, description and power. So you move through the map, and whenever you reach any Pokemon, you will get the power for that Pokemon. For example, if I just want to reach this Pokemon, okay, I catch this Pokemon. Now if I just move a little bit, he just say, hey, I catch it. So it's really amazing game. So you're just moving and catching Pokemon. So let's get started step by step, learn how to access to the map, we could add object in the map, then how we could move and show our location in the map, and how we could use runtime permission and catch Pokemons. So let's get started step by step. Hey again, let's get started step by step to build our Pokemon game. For now, for Pokemon, I will not import the previous settings because I have to use different type of a project. So I will start my new complete project. I will name it Pokemon Android. Okay, then make sure I save it in the path of Pokemon Android. So make sure you go here, so I will not get confused with the other apps. Kotlin, Udemy, Android, and here. I just directly open it here and add slash, then add my folder name that I want to save it in. So Android / Pokemon Android. Next, I'll select 17 minimum to keep it default. Here I will select different type of project. I'll select map, Google Maps activity, because I want to work with maps. So again, then finish, waiting for some time until he will complete both the Google map for me. So to work with maps, you have to know one thing. We need to have a map key. So going to this website, developer.google.com/maps. Then first of all go to this website, then select Android. Okay? Then waiting for a second, let me see what's going on until he will open this website for me. Yeah. Then Google Maps Androids until he will give you something like select create marker, whatever, until it just show you the creating sample. So here map and marker, see, just give you some tutorial. Look for something here, get API and enable access. So Google Map is specific API that provided by Google. API means something like provided by someone and you want to use it. To use that API, you have to have a specific key. So make sure first of all you already log in with your account. So you may already click here sign in. Here we go. I just log in with my accounts. Like make sure you already log in. So after you log in with your account, just go down and click on this one, get key. When he will show you this part, just wait for a second and let me see when he will create project for us. Here we go. I select here, I don't have any project. I will create my new project. I will name it Pokemon Android. Okay, then I select create and enable API. So he will create API key for me, so I could use that key in my application to use Google Map. So he give me this key, copy, go back to my project. I have it ready now. So see, my project, he directly opened this page for me and he asked me to add my key here. I just replace your key here with the key. This is my key. But if you look here, you would see in resource values, you would see this one for Google Map API work only on debug mode. Debug mode, that means development time. What if I want to upload this application to the store? It will not work because I didn't add it to the release mode. So make sure to click help build variables, change it to release mode from the beginning so you will not get a problem after upload your application. Then you will see this one again, but you see the word release in front of it, and replace also this code with this code, like your code here, and replace it with this one. So now when you're done, go back to debug, let me start develop. So if you see, because Google Map, we want to use the map for Google. So if you go to Android main face, you see something here written, user permission. That means, hey, you want to access to specific thing available in Google. So if you want to access to the permission, for example, you want to use the internet, so you have to write the word use permission, then you give it the name, like internet, for example. The internet name is Android permission internet. When you add this one in your main face, that means you are requesting to access to the internet. Your application requests access to the internet, so he will be able to access Google Map. So going here to this class, just click Ctrl Shift A and look for convert. So you could convert the Java JAR to the Kotlin. Also wait for some seconds until he will be able to convert everything for us. Yes, he converted everything for us. So you see, just first go to the resource layout and see what he did here. He just here create simple UI for us, don't have anything, just have fragment for map. So this one will be able to display maps inside it. So display map inside this fragment, basically you just get an instance from the map, you call that fragment, you want to access to it, then you show the map inside it. This one will be get called when the map be ready. So when the map be ready, he will show him this location for Sydney. I will go in details about this one. So this function will be fired automatically because we are already here like listening for the event named on map ready. When we import this one, that means we are listening for the map. So when the map gets ready, when the map it appear, he will add this marker inside the map. And this code will be responsible just for, first of all, you get instance from the fragment because you want to access to this UI, and this is not normal UI, it is a fragment. So after that, he say, hey, fragment get map. When he called this one, he will go and try to bring the map for you. When the map be ready, this method will get called. Yeah, here we go, everything is good. Now just let me set up my project also to work with Kotlin. So first of all, we have to go here in the project and add this line for using Kotlin version, and make sure add it in your code down here for import also. They always update this version, so make sure you always have the newest version. For now, this version is the newest version, but I don't guarantee this one will be always the newest version. They will update it always. So what we have missing is just going to this one also and add some addition extensions on the top of the code. So make sure just go here and add these two, and I just resync my project, or it's better to close it and reopen it. I would say always close it and reopen it because maybe he missing some extensions. So the best solution, just close it to reopen it. So let's close it and reopen it again. Yes, here we go. He just sent me this message. I just click on it. I ask me for the configuration. I already have the last version. Just configure it. It happens also always. So waiting for some time until he initialize everything and everything be ready for our first build. So I think everything is ready now. Just if I click build and try to run it on the virtual, just if I see the map, that means I'm good to go for the next step. If I don't see the map, that means I'm not good to go for next step. So wait a second and let me see. Yes, here we go. After a while, he was able to show me the map. That means everything is cool and I'm ready to go to next step. Hey again, let me talk in this video about this marker. So if you click on this marker, I give you a title, marker in Sydney, because I give a title here, marker in Sydney. The location of this marker, see here in this location in the map. Why? Because here I give it that longitude, latitude. So you know every location in the map have a specific longitude and latitude. So I define that longitude and latitude, and then I add marker in that location. So I said map.add marker, then I add that location, then I move the camera to that location. Because if I don't move the camera to that location, it will not show me the Sydney, it will be in the default location. Now I want to replace this one with image. So to replace this one with image, I have a specific process to do. First of all, I need to create folder. The folder, so I go to the resource, new Android resource directory. This folder already been there, name it drawable. So if you look here, search for drawable, this one. This drawable will hold any addition images or files that I want to use in my project. So make sure to create this folder if it's not already created. When you create it, all you have to do, just go to the or Kotlin Udemy that we have it in the GitHub. You would see you have two folders, Android and Kotlin. Android assets, you would see map app. He give you these 4 images that I want to use them. So I just copy them, Control C, go here, click Control V. He say, hey, we want to add them. I say yes. He will add these 4 images. So from first one to the end one, be less. So I have this image now. This one will represent Mario. So I want to use Mario. Okay, how I do that? Just basically, I have this my map. Then let me see. The location, I will not change it. The here, just let me add in multi-line. I define my new marker. I added as a Sydney, which is this one. Sydney, I give it longitude latitude. The title for it, I give it this one. So I change it to me. And I could add more, which is that snippet. Some details. Here is my location. Then I need to add more details, like I want to add something about the picture. So I say dot, that for the picture, to define the picture of me, I just say icon, then I give it the icon for which is Mario. So I want to add this one here, Mario here. So how I do that? Just saying bit this way, bitmap factor, bitmap directory factory. I know that bitmap descriptor directory. Then I say dot from resource. Then I give it the resource that I want to add it, which is r dot where is located in drawable. So r dot drawable dot Mario, r dot drawable dot Mario. So I give it this image. Also, I could define the location for it, but for now I have it by default. It's going here because as you know, we wanted to go there for now. And also I would change this one. You see, he moved after he defined my object, defined picture, defined everything. He moved the camera to that location. But what I want to do, I want to zoom also, because if you see when he ran for first time, he was showing us too much like far away. So to make it go to that location, when he say map dot move camera to that location, instead new longitude make it a new log lat with zoom. So select this one and give it the location and also how much zoom you want to do. I want to do 40f. You could do zoom from 1, wait a second, Sydney, then semicolon, then 40f. You could do it from 1 to 24. Whenever you increase it, he will be more like near to the location. 14, it will be near. If you make it 18, you will make it near. Then every time you increase the value, you make it more near. Yes. So this is basically how you define any marker. To define any marker, just you say it var, name of your marker, loglat, the location of your marker. Then you define a map. That map you have it already here. It's coming with own map ready. Then you add marker to the map. You say new option and you give this option, position, title, snippet, and icon. See, here is it. If I just click on it, you say me, here is my location. Me, the title, snippet, here's my location, and here's my picture. So this is great. I get his picture from here. See how much he like near to it, because I did zoom 14. If I did zoom like 10, he will go like a little bit far away. When I increase it more, he will go near. So yes, this is very basic thing to how I could add marker to the location. See how much I'm far away now, but I don't care about this. This is too much for me. 14 near to it, because I want it to be near my location. So yes, this is very basic example of how to use marker and how to read it. So let's go to the next location, and instead of getting this as hard coding, let me get the real location of Mario. Hey again. For now, I just was able to add a pointer for me in the map, like with me and picture and everything. Now what I want to do in this video, I want whenever I move in the map, this picture of Mario will move with me. Like whenever I move, he get my location and move with me. So if you think about this scenario, how you solve it? To make this picture move with me, he have to know my location. My location will already be saved and would be getted by the GPS. So GPS always have my location, have my longitude and latitude. So what I will do, I get my location from the GPS, I set it on the map on this man, and I move every time I just set it. So the idea, and just continuous reading location, showing in the map, and it will show whenever you move in the map, look like Mario will move with you. So let me start for solve this problem step by step. First of all, we need to access to the GPS. So when you want to do access to GPS or any permission, look for here for permissions. So Android permissions. I will look for Android dangerous permission. So why? Because for a historical reason, Android divide the permission to two types: dangerous and not dangerous permission. Dangerous permission, this is list of the dangerous permission like accessing to calendar, camera, contacts, location, microphone, phone, sensor, SMS storage. This will be considered as sensitive data. So to access to this permission, you have to do two steps. First step, that's normal step, you know it. You go to the main face and you define your permission. Because I want to access to location, I say use permission, Android access find location. Okay, access find location. Why? Because I want to access to location. If it is not dangerous permission, like internet, you just add it here and you're done. This is not dangerous permission, because if you go to this website, internet is not mentioned as a dangerous permission, but location is mentioned as a dangerous permission. So because it's dangerous permission, I have to do two steps. First step, I have to add this line here. Second step, I have to define access to permission from the code. Why? Because for historical reason, as I told you, Android divide the permission to two types, dangerous and not dangerous. For device who run on operating system 23 and after, he would not be able to get the permission to get dangerous permission if you only ask it for that permission in the main phase. You have to ask it in the code also. So now let me define our method to get the permission. It's really very basic, and you would use same method in every your code. First of all, you define method name check permission. Okay, that's good. So what do you think in the check permission? What I have to do? First of all, I need to check the OS of the device. I say, hey, if the device is running bold.version of the device, so this, if I say bold, hopefully .version .sdk, and it's greater than or equal to 23. You know why? Because as I told you, for the device, the Android running 23 and after, they need to write access to permission in the code in addition to add it in the main phase, while before they don't need it. So if I'm in this one, go here. If I'm not here, for example, I call this man, let's suppose this function for name it run or get location, get user location. For now, I don't have any implementation for this method, so I'd say just I show to do message to us dot make text just message. I send it this and user location access on just message. Then I name it to us. This is just message as I told you, not to do to us dots for whatever short long, then dot show. This is message. I will implement it later. So I would say here I would write the word to do. I say will implement later. Okay, because I need to implement this code later. So I'm saying here, if the device is running on 23 and after, go to specific process. If not, get location, because as we said, the oldest device they could access to the location directory. So when the device is started, first of all, he will start an on create. When started, I directly call this method. I'm checking if it's greater than 23, do specific process. If not, get my location. So what I will do if it's greater than 23, first of all, I want to check if the user have this permission or not. So I write activity compact dot check self permission. I want to check the permission if it's granted or not. So I send two parameters. First parameter this, second parameter the permission name. How I write the permission name? I write Android dot permission dot mainface dot permission dot the name of the permission. I want to access file location. So let me just add it in multi-line so it'll be easy to read. I don't need this part. Why I'm showing it? I take my half my screen. So I'm saying here, hey, if this permission is granted, so I say, or is not granted, I say package manager dot permission granted. So if this permission is not granted, go to specific to process, which is, let me just add in multi-line to make it easy to read. Okay. So if this permission is not granted, go specific to process. What I will do, I have to show him pop-up ask for the permission. So I say, hey, I request permission. I will see specific parameter. First of all, the array of the permission that I want to ask. As you say, I just have one permission. I just add it. If you have more than one permission, just add first one, semicolon, second one, semicolon, and continue inside this array. But I have only one. That's okay. The second parameter that I have to pass is the code for this permission. Let me define it here, integer, or why I use integer? I say variable like access location. I just give it in this name, everything capital, equal 1, 2, 3. This is just a code for this request permission, because maybe I request this permission from different places, so I could recognize this one by this code. So yes, if he not, just return. So what I do, I say this, hey, just first of all, go here and check the OS. If it is greater than 23, come here. If he is not granting the permission before, you don't have the permission before, please go ahead and ask for permission and return, don't continue. So he will return, he will not continue, he will not call this method. If he granted, he will go here, he already granted, like if you check the permission and see, he already granted this permission, so he will not do anything, he will go to the next and he start the location, getting location. But I said, hey, request permission, I'm requesting permission, so request permission, there is a specific method I need to implement it, which is I need to do override for function. The function, name it on request permission result. So on request permission result, this method, if you see he just added this, I selected, he added for me. This method will fire up automatically when someone call this method. So if he call it, I send it this code. So now I'm checking on this code. I say, hey, he have code here. I say when the request code equal my code, which is this code, just go here please. So if the request code equal this code, that's my code, go ahead. That's mean the call is coming from here. Maybe as I told you, you have request permission code from other place in the activity, so you could recognize by the code. So you have two options: either the person grant you the permission or he did not. How you know? You know it from a grant result. So you say how many permissions you said in the array. You said only one, so A40. If you said more than one, you say A0, A1, A2. So I'm checking for A0. If it is granted, so if it is equal package manager dot granted, that's mean he grant me the permission, so I could call this method get user location. If not, I show a message. I say, hey, user did not grant you the permission, so it's better to show this message. I say user, I say we cannot access to your location. So we will use this procedure a lot. Please make sure you understand it. Really easy. You just check permission, checking if it's greater than 23, come here. If not, run the permission. If it's greater than 23 and already granted, he will continue and run this one. If he not granted, he ask him, waiting for result. When he select yes, he show him the package manager selected yes, he restart the service and he done. So let me just run and make sure the request runtime permission is working fine, so I could do more in next video. I just want to show you in this video just the request permission, so I don't want to make the video too long so it's bothering you. So if he show me the message, if I was able to grant him the permission, that means I'm totally good to go to next step. So waiting for seconds and let me see what is going on. So he have to show me pop-up message now, ask me, hey, this one need to access to permission. Yes, that's great. If I get allow, he say user location is on. That's mean he was able to call this method. That's mean I'm okay now to go to next step. So let me continue for next video. Hey again. In the previous video, we did implementation for permission request. Now I have the permission ready. I just want to request user location. So how I could request user location whenever he move? There is a class named location listener. I could implement it, which is not a class, which is interface. I could implement it and use it to get user location. So here I just define, so get user location. So it helped me. So I will define a class. I will define it as an inner class, so I could access to the he could access to the other properties inside my class. So I name it inner. Then I give name it a class. I name it my location listener. Okay, and this one will implement location listener. Location listener is the interface. Okay. For that reason, I asked you to learn interface. So interface, if I just click here on it, you say, hey, you missed something. You need to implement specific method. Okay, first one, last one, shift to last one, add. He will add all the methods. This is 4 methods I would use them. One of them on location change. This will be fired every time user location change. So I would use it this one. So you will get something named location. Location have information about user location. So I would define variable here. I will name it location. Okay, should be instance of the location class. And this one I give it initial value and all. That's good. And also this variable will get setted from here. So I say, hey, this dot location will be equal this one p0. It's not good to define it p0. You could use the p0, and that is. That's whenever location updated, it will be set here. What is this one? This one will be called whenever status change. That means whenever the GPS changes to on off. I'm not interested in this one. This one will call whenever the GPS changes to off. When someone changes his phone GPS to off. This one will call when someone change the GPS in his phone to enable it. So I'm not interested in this one. I just want to do the constructor here to my class to initialize the location. So I say, hey, I have this location. Location has specific information. First of all, you need to initialize it with a class named location, and I give it name. Let me give it name start. So give to the point as a start. Location dot, I give it latitude and longitude. So I'll give it longitude, the location, the latitude 0.0, and the location and the longitude, I also give it equal 0.0. I don't know why he give me this error. He say smart class property is mutable because location is a mutable property that could be changed at this time. So I don't think this is error. So I think we could continue for. So what I say, yeah, he say you need to add this one. Okay, add this one. So now I have my class ready. Now I just want to run the request for location. So how I could run the request for location? You remember we already did request permission, and we already have this method will be get fired when someone accept the permission. Now just location. So how to run location? I have to have location manager and location. First of all, I have a class. I have an instance from my location, which is my location. I just got instance equal instance from my location listener. This is my class, you know it. Then I have to have an instance from location manager. So location manager, okay, to manage the location. So location manager will be from system service. So I say get system service context. So select last one, click enter so he could import it. Then I click system or location service. So what that mean? In system, there is many services like location, calendar, and too many. I want to access the specific service, work with location, so I could listen to the user location. So I want to access this permission, but because this permission, I don't know the data type of it, so this variable will not initialize right away. So I will say, I say as location manager, so he could understand this variable will be set to location manager. So I have location manager, I have the location, I just started. I say, hey, location manager dots request. I'm requesting update in user location. I give it specific parameter. First of all, what I need to use, I need to use location manager dot GPS proven. For how long? For every 3 minutes. For how much distance for 3 meters, sorry for that voice. So then I give it this class, which is location listener, which is this one, oh, my location. So this one just you access to specific servers in the system, and this service in the system you ask it to get user location whenever you move every 3 millisecond and every 3 meters. So whenever you move 3 meter in 3 millisecond, he will call this method. He will call on location update, and location update will get location added in this variable, and you could access to it. So yes, this is a very basic way to do instance from the location listener. If you see they give you error, but this is not error, I say this car require permission check on self permission. I already request check on self permission before calling this method, so this is not error. So yes, now if you run the application, you have to have always the updates in user location. Then that updates will be saved inside this variable. But wait a minute, this variable is defined inside this class, and I want to access to it from other class inside this class. So just take it and move it up. So now because the app, you could to access to it from this class, and this class is done. Now let you define the other class. What is other class? This one always will get your location updated, and he will always save it in this variable. What I want to do, get location from this variable and pass this location to the UI. So I need a thread that's working all the time. Also I define inner class, I name it my thread. This is my thread will be equal a new instance of thread. Okay, and the thread thread both of them need initialization. I would say define the constructor will be good solution for me for both of them. So I say super for it, also calling the super class, so I will not have any problem. So I have the constructor, I would use it later on, and also I have used method the override for the method run. So override the function for the run. This one will get called when someone run the thread. So what I want to do in this function, I want to get this location and show it in the map. Okay, really easy process. I would use while loop true. Why? Because I want to always get the user location. Inside this while loop true, I will use try catch. Okay, why try catch? Because maybe I will fail. So avoiding fail, I say X, which is exception. Okay, that's good. Now I want to get this location and pass it to UI. Okay, really easy. You cannot do this thing. You cannot get this code, which is for getting location, and you add it here. You say, okay, this is get location, have two parameter, longitude and latitude. So you say, okay, I have this location that have longitude and latitude, pass it to this one, which is dot, first of all latitude, and the second one longitude. Okay, you think you could do this, but this one will not work. Why? Because this is connect with UI. That means something UI, and you are inside the thread. The thread cannot communicate with UI, never. So if you run this code, will crash because thread cannot communicate with UI. So to avoid this problem, just you say, hey, run on UI thread. Okay, and you say open a bracket and you close your bracket here. What I did here, I said here, hey, this code, I need this code to be run on UI thread. So he will understand I am calling UI inside this thread. So whenever you have a thread, want to communicate with UI, write this code, add your code between this one. Always make sure your map is cleaned before showing the location. So map.clean. So because there's many location will show them the map. So every time you have to clean it. So yes, that's good. My thread is ready. I just could start my thread. So from where I have to start it, after he grant me location, I could start my thread. I say variable my thread equal instance of the thread class. Then I say my thread dot start. So now thread is started, location is started. Whenever the location updated, will be saved. Whenever location is updated, will be saved in this variable. See, he wasn't able to it, which will not be this. I want to access something outside, so it should be location directory. It's not in myself. So see how this one was able to it. So location directory. So this one he always will update the location and this one there is a thread always working getting that location. But if you see this one will work too much, but because there's 3, so it's better to add some delay between one call and another. So just write thread dot sleep 1 millisecond, so just avoid too many frames in the screen. So now just run it and let me see if I change my GPS location, will he be able to change the GPS? If he will, that will be great, and we did a great work for now. If not, that means we did not do the great work for now. Hey, he gave me some errors here. Yeah, because it's properties, you need to add this one because it's outside my scope. So I think yes, I think everything now is correct beside that one. Hopefully this time will run. Yeah, if that only the bugs, that's good. So see how the procedure. First of all, we request access permission. Then we define the class that we will use it to access to the permission. Then we access system service to run that class. Then we get the location updated. Then we use the thread to read that location and show it in the map. So now if he show me, that will be great. So he show me, hey, access to location. That's great. See, he showed me the location. Now let me suppose I'm moving. So if I just click here, he moved me to this location, which is great. So now if I change my location, like whatever, he have to move me to that location. See, so think about now I'm using this one, I'm changing the value GPS from this one, but think about you are holding your phone and you are moving through the street. You will see the Mario will move with you whenever you go. So that's great for now, and we have Mario now on the map. So let's go to the next step. Hey again, in this video we will show the Pokemons on the map. So the player could see them and move to them and try to catch them. So to get started, we have to think about the Pokemon as an object. Pokemon is an object, have name, have description, have power, have location that located in, and have its if it's catched or not. So to get started, I will just get my new class. I will name it Kotlin class for now because we move it to Kotlin. I will name it Pokemons, okay? Or Pokemon. Well, it's well, not Pokemons because single object. So I have Pokemons. I define my class here. I say, hey, I have a class, name it Pokemon, and this Pokemon, I just create constructor for my Pokemon, and this constructor will have number of properties should be passed to it. So what's the properties? First of all, I have the name. So variable for name, I suppose should be string. Okay, and for now I don't have anything, so a call now. I have 6 more properties, I think. So I have name, I have description, I have the image for my variable, I have the power, I have longitude, I have latitude. So name des should be also string. Image, I think the image should be integer. Why integer? Because I want to access to the image from the resource here. So the resource, so image integer. Also I have I have something about power, the power of this Pokemon. So power, I suppose it should be double, and also I have the latitude. Where is the latitude for it? So it should be double, always the double latitude, and longitude for the Pokemon, it should be also double. So this is all the information I have it. I have to have all this information passed through the constructor. So I think about I'm passing first of all, I'm passing the image, then I would pass the name for the object, whatever how order you want to pass it. Then you pass the description for that object, then you pass should be the power for that object, then you pass the lat and longitude. So here the power, then lats, then longitude. So this is just creating. See how I treat the object, how the object oriented program is so important. So everything is treated as an object. So now I have all these. I just said, hey, this dot, I have everything. This dot name equal the incoming name. This dot des description equal des. This dot image will be equal image, and also continue this dot power equal the power, and also this dot lat equal latitude, and this dot log equal longitude. make sure one more properties we needed, which is catched. I need to make sure if the Pokemon is catched or not. So variable, I name it is catch. So I will keep this one boolean to know if this variable, if this Pokemon is catched or not. So by default should be false. So by default I set it false, or you could set it here, this dot is catch also, hopefully like this one, or this dot is catch equal false. So whenever you create any Pokemon, by default is not catched. This Pokemon is still in you on my area. So yes, I have Pokemon. I want just to go here in main activity and create list of Pokemons. So this was my last method. So let me just close it so I will not get confused with others, because I'm done my work here. So now I just need to have a list of Pokemon. So I would say variable list of list. It's better to do it list Pokemons. This one should be array list. Have list of the Pokemons. Array list of what? Array list of Pokemon. Why? Because I need to have a list of that Pokemons and I save them. So what I have to have some function for loading the Pokemon. I name it load. I name it load Pokemon. Okay. This function will load this list with the Pokemon. So just I say this list dots. I'm adding. So add. I will add Pokemon. So Pokemon should do new object of Pokemon class. I have Pokemon class. Pokemon class take number of parameters. First of them the image. So you see I have too many information. One of them like this one bottles. So let's suppose the chargeable, this one. Okay. I say hey r dot drawable dot the char one, and I give it the any name like you would like. I was supposed to give it this name. So then you continue give it description. I have the description for it and the power and the information for him and for the all, but I want to give it just example. So give description here from Japan. Then you could do it in multi-line to make it easy. Then the other properties for the power 55.0, the other properties for the location and the map. Let's suppose I added this location, and the other one is 122, the latitude. So this one information for one object only, adding one object only in the map. So to make sure I have a name, Pokemon name, description, what he say, minus 122.0, because should be double. Because I have 3 Pokemons, I want to save my time. I already add them in specific location, so I will remove this line. I replace it with this code. So this code for list of Pokemon. So this one, this one, this one. So what this one do, he will create list of Pokemons for me and he will add them in the map. So I just do it in this way, just a 3 element, the information for everyone. This one and this one and this one. I have these images in the drawable, R drawable, charable, this one, and I have it in the map, and the third one also I have it in the map. So just I add them according name, image, and all the details. So I have a list. Now when the application started, only when the application started, I will load that list. So he will load them. Now this array list will have list of the Pokemons. Now I want to show these Pokemons on the map. So how I would show them the map? Really easy process. If you see, I have here something, name it map, and here I'm showing myself only on the map. So let me here show the Pokemon. Here we say here show me. I said here show Pokemons. Okay. So how to show Pokemons? Okay, I do for loop for I in Pokemon list dot size, because I won't use size to access to, and maybe I want to update the elements. So I in the list of Pokemon dot size. I don't know what is it working. What dot? Maybe say what he give you this error, change size. Why? Why? Maybe they did update it. What's location dot Pokemons dot size. I should be able to access to it. Yes, you should be able to access to it, but maybe for range must be have iterator methods. Okay, I will try to fix it later on. So now I want to get the Pokemon. I say variable a new Pokemon. I get the information of that Pokemon from the list. I say, hey, list for the I. So he will give me that Pokemon. I getting that Pokemon. Okay, let me start to play with this Pokemon. First of all, I need to make sure this Pokemon is not catched before I add the map. So I say, this new Pokemon should not be catched. So I say, is catched? Equal false. So if it's not catched, please add this Pokemon on the map. So how I would add the Pokemon on the map? In the same way that I added myself. This Sydney was adding myself. This one for adding the Pokemon. So I say Pokemon location, and I replace it with this one. So what is the information I need? I need from the Pokemon, a new Pokemon. I need to get dot location. I think dot latitude. Yes, I think Pokemon dot location. Dot latitude. Yes, and from this one I need dot longitude. I think this is because of properties. He need these two things. Hopefully. So what's the error here? He's saying nullable. Yeah. Yes, in the end, not in the beginning. Sorry, sometime. Okay. Make them these two properties. Also, what about the title? Should be the information about this Pokemon. Pokemon name should be dot name. Okay. And also this one should be the description of the Pokemon. So I say, hey, no Pokemon dot des. And this one should be the image of the Pokemon. So it should be Pokemon dot image. And yes, this is everything. I don't need to move it to the Pokemon location. I do only this one. So now, hey, whenever any Pokemon is not catched until now, just show it in the map. And that is now he will show you a list of the Pokemons in the map. Okay, now everything is cool. But wait, here this is list. But in what? In the list, I think the for loop was not correct. Between 0 and the size. So I'm selecting from 0 to the size of the object. I think should not be size -1. So I would not include the last element. I think, I'm not sure 100%. So now, yes, everything sounds cool. So let me just run it and make sure the Pokemons will show on the map. I will have small problems, small bugs, and I will fix it in seconds for updating the location. But let me see, because now this one runs every second, so I could not move myself on the map. But yes, let me see. He will show me in the map, but I don't think I will be able to see the Pokemons because I'm in the white, far away from them. So it's better for me to move myself to the same location of the Pokemon to see them. So let me go to this longitude and latitude. So I would move to this longitude and this latitude. So make sure if I see the Pokemon in the map or not. Wait. Taking this one, moving back, up. Maybe he was able. -122.41. Hey. Not -12, -122. Okay. Always there is back. 122. He was able to get me to that location. So okay, simple bags. So let me think about this one, how to fix it. First of all, it's easily. I just see, no, it will not. So now, okay, I think for now we are good to go with this information about this Pokemon. But the Pokemon, if you I have no ability for me to show you where is the location, but let me just show the zoom out so you would see it. So let me suppose the zoom out 7, so it's far away. You will see all the Pokemons on the map, at least for now, just avoiding this bag. So I will show you why I'm not able to move the Pokemon, then I will try to fix that problems in a second. So let me wait and see what is the problem. Okay, yes, so now I should be like far away from the maps. Again, he doesn't take me to the right location. Oops, oops, oops. I have to go to 122. I don't know 122. He wasn't able to read that value always. Okay, so now I'm not able to move through the map. See, whenever I move, he will return me back because even the location is not updated. I'm still on the same GPS. This is because this method will fire it every 1 millisecond, 1 second, even if the location is not updated. So it's better to don't call this method unless the location is updated. So I would define variable. I name it var. I name it old location, which have the information about the old location. So if you see, this one should be type of location, and this one should be initialize it to null, and that is, I don't have anything more to show here. So now, yes, if you see how to initialize this one, this method, I will initialize my variable in the same way. In the constructor, I will initialize this one in the same way. So old location, I just give it initial value for this properties, give it initial value 0 0 and make sure. Now I'm coming here. Before you show me the UI, let me check from one thing. Let me check if the old location dot distance from the new location, which is the location, okay, equal 0. If that's mean they are in the same location, the location is not changed, I say continue. What that mean, I will tell you in a second. Continue. Okay, that's mean, hey, if the location, this properties reading, you see I have old location, so whenever the first startup point for this 0, so I'm checking if the new one same last one, if it not, like show the map, if it yes, if it does mean the location is not changed, it's still in the same location. I have to call all this code. I say continue, so he will go back here, and he will continue going back here. But if he yes, I have to update the old location with the new location, so I could get the update always. So he will continue, and so he will never be in this code. He will never go to this code unless the location is updated. He always come here, see the location is not updated, he go back. Location is not updated, go back. Location is not updated, go back. So now if the location is not updated, you could go back. So you could like smoothly, if you stop in the map, smoothly you could change your location. Maybe it's a little bit complex, but just think about it. It should not be too much complex. So yes, here is it. So now if you see, hopefully I will be able to change my location in the map, see without any problems. I have to see the I have to see that the Pokemons, but I don't know why he wasn't able to show me even 122. I don't know why he wasn't able to show me the location of the maybe bags in the emulator. I'm sure there's a bag in the emulator. He have to be able to show me the location. So yes, for now, I think hopefully okay. The best solution for me to make sure I did right, change it to 2, this one, run it again, make sure if I see, I just want to make sure I see the Pokemon on the map, because I just have bug in the emulator. If I stop it, I will not be able to record, so I just will close it and reopen it after the video. But I want to make sure I have everything ready on the map, so I will go to the next step and try to catch the Pokemons. So yes, hopefully now the map is clear. So if I go, I'm sure I know where I add them. So yes, first of all, let me just add my location. Hey, here, where is it? So here's the Pokemon. See, yes, that's right. He was able to add all the Pokemons. I know I added the Pokemons in California. So yes, here they are. Yeah, that's great. So I think everything's good. So thank you for watching. See you next. Yeah, here we go. Now I have myself here on the map. If you click me, this is the Pokemon description. I have to see the power also near the description. This is 3 of them. So let me just show the power. I just forget to show the power of the Pokemon. So beside the description, I said here here I'm showing the description, then say the plus power, then I show the power of it, so you could know how much the power for the new Pokemon, so you could go to catch it or not. So you say power. So now if you just rerun it, just seeing the power, I say it's being more professional. So when you catch the Pokemon, or you want to go to any Pokemon, you decide if you catch it or not according to the power of that Pokemon. So yes, while he is loading, let me think about the problem that we want to solve. He doesn't seem he want us to think about it, he just saw as a result directory. So yes, here is it, nothing, just click, so it will take us to that location. If I click on this Pokemon, I see how much the power for it, power 19, power, what is it, 33, power whatever. So I want to catch them. How I could catch them? I just move it through the map. Whenever I be in 2 meters from any one of them, I consider it as I catch it. So from where I find my location, this should be my location. So, and this is the Pokemon location, here is it, and the new Pokemon. So if I go back here in my code, you see I don't have any location, so it's better to be more professional. Take here and I define something named variable location, okay? Which is the location. And this location will be instance of the from location, okay? And should be initial value for it equal null. And after I define initial value null, I just initialize it from here, so I don't need to have log lat here. So initialize my location here. I say equal the location for the name of the Pokemon, whatever name is coming. Then I say latitude equal the lat. So be more professional as an object. Dot longitude equal log. So be more professional as an object, as a CC. Yes, I don't need these two things, so I could represent it on one object. Yes, because it is object, so we have to say this and this and this. So yes, good for now. I think it is good for now. For now it is good. I don't think there is any problem. Location. Why he show me error here? So he say this location latitude. He show me error. So what's the error here? He say nullable every time. Yes, set it here. He expect to have a null here. So yes, setting location. Now if I go back here, something changes. So now to get the location, I say I cannot do it in this way. I have to say dot location dot latitude, whatever latitude I have to say. And also this one I have to say dot location dot longitude. Okay, longitude, because I changed the type of object. You know, this one have to add 2 and this one have 2 because the properties I want to read them. Now yes, I want to check for the location. What I will do, I say hey, if my location, which is I already have it, dot distance from the Pokemon location, which is Pokemon or a new Pokemon, dot location, if it's my location, distance from the Pokemon location less than 2 meters, that means I'm in the domain of the Pokemon. Make sure this is null, that means I catch it. So how I catch it? First of all, I have this Pokemon. Make sure to change to is catch it to the true, because I catch this Pokemon. This is first thing. Second thing, I want to update this list. If you see it, I have this list. I just update it with the value of the Pokemon, new Pokemon, because new Pokemon now is updated with the false, so he will have the new update. Third thing, I just show a message. Before showing a message, I add my power. So if you see now here, I don't have anything about power. So let me suppose define a player power. Okay, my player power first of all starting 0. I don't have anything. So now when I get the Pokemon, I have to take the power of the Pokemon. So I say new Pokemon dot power, but dot power, because I want to read it. So make sure it should be in this way, and this should be plus because I'm adding to my power the Pokemon power. What's the wrong here? I don't think there is anything wrong here, but maybe this double, doesn't define it yet. Should be defined 0.0, so you will understand it as a double, so you'll not have a problem. Also show a message. I say hey to ask. I just hate that message dot make text dot I send it this, and also I send it this will not work, I think. So you have use get application context, and also send it the message, you catch a new Pokemon, your new power is, I give him the new power, my player power, and yes, this is player power. Then I said to us dot long term to us dot long, then I say dot show, which is I like it. So for now everything sounds cool for me, the messaging and everything. So now when he catch the Pokemon, when he builds domain, change it to catch it, update the value on the list, then increase my power, show message. So if I just rerun it again and try to move to the same location of any of these Pokemon, so I would just change my location to the same location of any one of these. So it is supposed to change it to this location, 122 and 73. So it will show how he would able to change my location. So first of all, let me run it and see the map. So now the map should be nothing. If you just click here, he have to take me to that location. Let me go to the I think I'm just moving, so I'm moving to that one, 121 with this latitude, with this longitude, and click OK. You have to say you catch it, but he did not say that. Why? You have to say you catch it. Let me make sure from the location I'm really near the object. So 122, yes, now is it? See, you catch it. See, the Pokemon is not moving from the map because this is just I'm not using a real GPS, because that for loop would work waiting to update GPS while I'm not updating the GPS. So let's just try to do for again. Here you see it moving, he is going out. So what I want to say here, because here I'm using by hand, if you go to the real GPS, whenever you be in the place of the Pokemon, he will catch it and he will take it off the map. And yes, congratulations, that's great, we built our first game. Thanks for watching and see you in another game.